Thea to share the. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Really glad to have you here in this meeting, our regular meeting. And well, I would like to present the welcome to Toastmaster Essential Club. And I'm going to share what is the Toastmaster. So everyone, welcome to Essential Toastmaster Club. This is the second session, the second meeting in this month. And for you guys, for you guests, first time coming and join Toastmaster, and you're wondering what is Toastmaster? Actually, Toastmaster is an old non-profit organization, non-profit education organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skill through worldwide network of the club. There are a lot more than a bunch club that exists since 1924. In this Toastmaster, International has helped from diverse background become more confident speaker, communication leader, and also in here you will learn how to work in the team and a lot of benefit you can gain once you join as a member in Toastmaster Club. So I would love to share the benefit of joining the Toastmaster Club. So this is not about the budget, as we know, when we learn something new, the new skill, anything, we invest with the money, not only the money, but we invest also our time and our energy to learn the new skill, as like is in Toastmaster. In here, when you really need to learn how to be really confident and talk in the good structure, and you want to have a negotiation skills, you want to have a leadership skills, this is the one of the benefit, the 100 benefit that you can have once you're joining the Toastmaster Club. First, it can help you to improve your public speaking skills. It helps you to build leadership skills, maximize your potential, and also enjoy your unlimited personal growth. You will work on the networking in a small and supportive environment like we are doing now. And you will learn also practice writing speeches and presenting in a group setting. Also, all the members will gain a competitive advantage in the workplace. And this is my favorite one, that everyone in this club will learn how to build the self-confidence and self-awareness. In Toastmaster itself, there are 11 pathway, or you can say 11 modules that there will be an assessment for you to measure which pathway, which module can fit with your need. And also in Toastmaster, you will have a mentor, you will have the senior members and vice president of education who will guide you along the way while you have a journey. And here, for the more specific pathway, you can open the www.toastmaster.org. There are 11 pathways. You can read one by one. You can see the goal for each pathway, which one is suited to you. And also for SSL itself, we have a link tree that in here, you can ask some questions to our VPM. And every time you want to, for guests, especially, you can register yourself in the form. And if you want to know, and you have a free time, you can watch our recording in the YouTube channel and more update for invitation and for the feedback after meeting, you can join our Instagram account. And the 3 things you must know about Toastmaster, there will be 3 sessions, 3 rooms. First of all, is room for the members. Only this is a prepared speaking where Toastmaster members can deliver their personalized project. The second session is for everyone, including the guests. There will be 1 to 2 minutes, aka table topic, or we can say impromptu session or speech dadakan, where everybody can join. And for the third, like you can see, this is a pigeon competition, and there is a host also, we call it Toastmaster of the meeting, will lead and will guide you how to respond to the topic. And the last session is for all of us as well to listen for the general evaluation, where we can learn together about grammar, filler word, and speech structure. So this is the anatomy of the Toastmaster meeting. For more detail, you can have a look to the agenda that we will share in the chat box. So let's enjoy the meeting, everyone. And let me introduce the Toastmaster of the meeting. Toastmaster Reza! Yoo-hoo! The screen, over to you.
Hi, am I audible?
You are.
Yes, you
Thank
are.
you. Thank you, Madam President. Hi, fellow Toastmasters, fellow visiting Toastmasters, as well as beautiful, beautiful guests. So tonight, our theme is very close, which I'm pretty sure that at some point of our lives, we will embody the theme tonight, which is in a friend, you find a second self. Isn't that beautiful? That's very beautiful. I'm speechless. And the word of the day, which later on is going to be introduced by the word of the day counter, which we don't have tonight. I guess it will be introduced by a grammarian, is kindred. Tonight, I will be serving as the Toastmaster of the meeting. What Toastmaster of the meeting, or what Tom is basically your MC. So I'm basically will guide you through one session to another. And as Madam President Karina has mentioned, we're going to have 3 sessions tonight. We're going to have prepared speaking session where you will see amazing members of Essentials deliver their projects. So you get to see what is Pathway, what is Toastmasters projects. You get to see for yourself what it is. And then second of all is table topic session, where you will be invited, even encouraged to participate and experience it yourself, how to be a table topic speaker, which Karina described as a beauty pageant experience, because you get to answer a question as if you are Putri Indonesia, for example. And then lastly, because we learn from each other, we're going to have an evaluation session that will be led by the general evaluator. So normally I will have a icebreaker and a conversation regarding the theme, but not tonight because we're having 5 speakers and covering 6 projects. I will sacrifice my time and proceed to the introduction on the team who will be helping me out tonight. But I'm not going to be the one who's going to call them upon. I'm going to call upon our general evaluator. Who is our general evaluator? Oh, it's Toastmaster Hatea. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Hatea, our general evaluator, to introduce yourself and the other roles tonight. Please, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Tom. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I'm so happy to meet you, all of you here. And my name is Hatea. I'm serving tonight as your General Evaluator, or GE. Basically, my job is to evaluate the overall meeting as well as the prepared speaker. But for that, I will not doing that all alone. I have my team member who will help me and assist me. And I would like to introduce you one by one, and they will explain what is their role. So without further ado, I would like to call upon my first team member, the timer. I call upon Toastmaster Debbie. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam GE, Toastmaster Hatea. My name is Debbie Lastriani. I'm from Maranatha Toastmaster Club, and tonight I will be served as a timer. My duties for tonight is to time all the speakers and evaluators in the time range based on their project and their time limit. We have 5 speakers for the prepared speech, with different time sequence. There are 5 to 7 minutes, which means that when 5 minutes, I will raise my background into green, and 6 minutes into yellow, and 6 minutes 7 minutes into red. For the speaker, the icebreaker is 4 to 6 minutes. So at 4 minutes, I will raise my background into green, 5 minutes into yellow, and 6 minutes into red. For the table topic session, your time to speak is 1 to 2 minutes. So 1 minute is green, 1 minute 30 seconds is yellow, and 2 minutes is red. For the evaluation, the time is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I raise the green background. At 2 minutes 30 seconds in yellow, and 3 minutes into red. However, all the speakers still have 30 minutes extra to wrap up their speech and to be eligible to be voted. I think that's all my role tonight. Back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Debbie, for the explanation. Okay, moving to my next team member, which is ballot, which is me. I also volunteering as a ballot. So after timer giving reports to us, and then I will come up with the link, and all of you can choose your favorite prepared speaker, favorite table topic speaker, and evaluator. At the end of the meeting, I will announce who become the winner. Okay, that's from ballot. Now moving to my grammarian, which will be held by our Miss President. Over to you, Toastmaster Karina.
Thank you, Madam GE. Hello, everyone. As a grammarian, is the hardest role to play in the meeting for me personally, because we learn how to correcting the English, the pronunciation, the English errors. It's something that's not easy to do, but yet we learn together. As a grammarian, I'm going to note down the grammar error that everyone has, but I will not judge you. I will not mention you one by one. Oh, you should say this one. You should that one. No. In Toastmaster, we learn together. We're not judging each other. We grow up together. And also, as a grammarian, I would like to note down the beautiful phrases each speaker said in this meeting. And please have a note that we have a WOD. What is that? Word of the day. It is kindred. It's a noun. And let's play with this word as much as you can say it during the meeting in your speech. Thank you. It's all for me. Back to you, Madam T.
Thank you so much, Master Karina. And the last one is WOD, but we will use an apps. It's called Yodlee, and I would like Master Reza to help us to explain what is Yodlee. Over to you, Master Reza.
Thank you, Madam GE/ballot/VPE. So I will not be the Yodlee or the WOD counter, but Yodlee is an AI-powered tool that could be utilized to measure or to point out fillers. So usually in Toastmasters, you will have and WOD counter, right? And the way we do that is count it manually. Like for example, Toastmaster Reza said 3 A's and 1 WOD, Kindred. But in Yodlee, the data will be collected collectively. So what we can do by the end of the meeting is see whether or not, collectively speaking, how many fillers we all have and the percentage of an overall meeting and whether or not it's good. So I will not be pointing out who says how many fillers, but rather overall how many fillers we all say. And then second of all, to identify whether or not we mention our word of the day, kindred, effectively, we need to say it as often as we can so that it's detected by Yodlee. So if it's not within their popular word tonight, I would say the challenge is we fail to celebrate our word of the day. But if it's detected, meaning, for example, throughout this 2 hours meeting, there are 70 word of the days being mentioned, kindred. It means that we did it. We celebrate our word of the day. So to whether or not our word of the day is going to be celebrated and recognized is depending on all of us. So there you go. Please don't forget to mention it as often as possible. I'm going to mention it 3 times now. Kindred, 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 so that Yodli can detect that. But overall, I would like to give the control back to our Madam GE, Toastmaster Hatea.
Yeah,
Hi,
thank you so much.
Reza,
Reza.
Hatia.
Mhm.
Before we actually continue, can Reza share a little bit about what is kindred? What is the definition? How we use it?
Yeah, so kindred is a noun, and usually in the context of kindred spirit, something that's so, well, let me check the definition, but as far as I know, it's a holiday vibe spirit kind of thing, it's a youthful spirit kind of thing. If you want to describe, oh, Redwan, he's such a kindred spirit, something like that. That is one example that I know, but let me check Google just in case. Kindred use case sentence. This is another example. While she didn't fit in with many of her classmates, she found kindred spirits in the drama department. So I think kindred is somewhat associated with another noun like soul, studies, something like that. I would say when you want to explain something that's so soulful, keen, or kind, you can use kindred. So it's a positive word.
All right, thank you for Toastmaster Reza for the explanation of our WOD and as well as the Yudli. Let's see how the Yudli is working. Okay, that's all of my team member and their role. And as evaluator, which is soon to be the 3rd session, I will come back and give the report at the end of the meeting. So now I would like to give the control back to our Mr. Tom. Master Reza, over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam GE Toastmaster Hatea. That was such a kindred thing to do. So what I did there, I was just using that word randomly out of nowhere. But let's practice to celebrate our word of the day so that it's being detected by Udly. Okay, so we're now proceeding to the first agenda of the night, which is the most exciting. I think this is the soul of Toastmasters. We get to listen other people telling their stories. We get to tell our stories. We get to connect. So tonight, we will be witnessing 5 amazing prepared speakers from different projects from our member. I think most of them, all of them are from Essential Toastmasters, am I right? Yeah, I see Toastmaster Hatia nodding. So that's amazing. Okay, so without further ado, let's call upon our first speaker of the night. Our first speaker of the night is one of our newest member who is now on level 2. But I'm not going to be the one who's going to introduce him. I would like to call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Lutfi, who is also delivering the project of being an evaluator tonight. And Toastmaster Lutfi will be evaluated by Toastmaster Karina later. But I'm going to let Toastmaster Lutfi to introduce Toastmaster Nabil's project. So without further ado, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Lutfi. The screen is yours. Wait, do we have Toastmaster Lutfi?
Seems like Toastmaster Luffy is having a internet connection issue.
Okay, in that case, can we skip to the second speaker so it's more efficient?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Cool. Okay. So unfortunately, due to the internet issue, we're going to move on to the second speaker of the night. Our second speaker is also a new Toastmaster member, and he is a librarian. But I'm not going to be the one who's going to introduce him. I'd like to call upon the amazing, the beautiful, the gorgeous Toastmaster Pisa to further introduce our second speaker, who's going to be the first speaker of tonight. Toastmaster Pisa, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Tom, Toastmaster Reza. Hello, fellow Toastmaster.
Wait, Toastmaster Pisa, that was it? I said that you're beautiful, gorgeous, and you just said thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, tonight the first speaker, the first the pathway is visionary communication, level 1, and project icebreaker. The first time to the speech, right? Tonight. And the speech length 4 to 6 times, 4 to 6 minutes, sorry. Okay, Toastmaster Aldi, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster Aldi, library science.
Library scene.
Salah, library science. Toastmaster Aldi, library science. Library science, Toastmaster Aldi. The screen is yours.
Okay. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters who has the same kindred spirits as well. Here is your librarian. Well, currently I'm positioning as a librarian. I graduated from library and information science major, but I want to join Toastmasters because I want to keep connect to each other. After office hours like this, I got to know Toastmasters a long time ago, but now I'm coming back here as a worker. And we know that Toastmasters has a lot of benefits for us. Toastmasters is beneficial for us, but I want to be more specific about Toastmasters benefits for the librarians. First, leadership development. Library is a very dynamic place. It's never static. We know every recent research in the library and in technology develop side by side. Library needs to be up to date with the current information technology. So that's why we need to have leadership development in a very dynamic place. Second, deliver speech. Library is a service. We do service to our users. For example, like we often to hear that in the listening section, the conversation between a librarian and the students and a library tour how to use the library. So it means as a librarian, we have to deliver speech in a simple way as well as the users able to understand how to use the library. Third, networking. As simple as we cannot stand alone. Let's say Toastmaster Pisa is my kindred as a librarian. The library user comes to me and he wants to look information about acts, but I don't have any information about acts. So I would like to ask my kindred, she is Toastmaster Pisa as another librarian. I would like to say something like this to my users. Oh, sorry, unfortunately, I don't have any information you need, but you can look the information to another librarian. Toastmaster Pisa, I will give you her contact information and you can see her in her desk. And my pathway is visionary communication because I want to look at my vision in a very dynamic subject. My major actually is very dynamic since my junior on campus, which is also has this same kindred spirit as me, is pursuing his master's degree in health informatics, but I'm not into computer science. That's really computer science because my major is a growing subject that's really continually changing subject. Anything can be dealt with my major as long as it relates to information. Something like this. This is my bachelor thesis anyway. It doesn't have any library object research. Anything relates to information can be dealt with this subject because it's very boring to make library as my object research.
As long as we can deal with the information, it's okay. Imagine the conversation between somebody asked me about what was my bachelor thesis about, and it was about flood disaster. What are the relationship between the library and the flood? But actually, it can be dealt by the information. I like to watch human. I like to observe human activities. So visionary communication is, I think, the most suitable pathway for me, because I can communicate change and library and information science subject. That's all from your librarian. Back to the Tom.
Yay! Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aldi. You're being such a kindred speaker, not just saying that for no reason. So I love that. We get to know you a little better, not just the fact that you're a librarian, but what kind of librarian are you? So hopefully we get to know you even better in the upcoming meetings. Thank you so much for sharing. So for the next speaker, let's get back to our first speaker of the night, who is Toastmaster Nabil. And Toastmaster Nabil will be evaluated by our evaluator, Toastmaster Lutfi. Is Toastmaster Lutfi already in the meeting room?
He's not here yet.
Okay. Well, Toastmaster Nabil, you have to be patient then, because we're going to proceed to the third speaker tonight, who is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Sanjung. Fun fact, despite not working technically as a librarian, Toastmaster Sanjung works at National Library. So there's a connection there. So Toastmaster Sanjung, I give the screen and time to you. Please introduce the speaker tonight.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Reza. Good evening, everyone. I have a privilege today to be an evaluator of Toastmaster EIT. Toastmaster EIT are going to deliver Innovative Planning Level 1 Project 3. And I would like to deliver first the objective of her project is for member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. The member has spent time learning about and practicing their body language, including gestures and other nonverbal communication, along with their vocal variety, including pace, tone, pitch, and volume. And the timing of her project is 5 to 7 minutes. And the title is Backpacker Trip to Karimunjaya, 5 to 7 minutes. Backpacker Trip to Karimunjaya, 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Iit, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sanjung. Okay, let me share screen first. Okay, good night, everyone. Okay, I want to share my amazing trip to Karimun Jawa Island. Do you know where Karimun is? Well, if you don't know, you need to open the map right now. Okay, in February 2022, my friend and I decided to have a trip to Karimun Jawa Island. We took 4 days from Thursday to Sunday. Listen very well to my story. It can be very useful for you if you want to have a trip to Karimun Jawa Island in a backpacker way, which is low budget. For your information, I live at Cilacap right now, so we start the trip from Cilacap. We took the train from Cilacap to Semarang Tawang. Then, after we arrived at Semarang, we took a car to Jepara. We stayed at Jepara one night only. just wait for the schedule of the ship. We should start from Jepara because Jepara is the closest harbor to Karimun Island. Then, on Friday morning, we took the online car to the harbor. We have buy uh, bought the online ticket. It's around 200,000 for one person in one way. We took a Bari Express and it took around 2 hours to reach Karimun Island. Then after we arrived at Karimun, we ran a motorcycle. It cost around 150,000 for 2 days. And then we went to the hotel that we have booked by online before. After that, on the same day, we explore Karimun Island by motorcycle and we tried some local cuisine and the most delicious food is seafood. So it is highly recommended when you visited Karimun. Then on Saturday, we joined open trip, Karimun Ocean open trip tour. It costs around 175,000. We took a boat for the tour. Then in the boat contain 10 people, including the tour guide and the driver, the captain. Okay, the first spot is Nemo spot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wis. So sorry. Uh, the first spot is Nemo spot. Then here you should wear the snorkel equipment like snorkel goggle, life jacket, and fin. And for people who can't swim, they didn't need to wear life jacket, so they can uh, dive freely to underwater. Then underwater photograph is was have prepared by the guide. And for the people who cannot swim, will be assisted by the guide when take a photo in the underwater location. Then, after snorkeling, we continue the journey to the one of the island of Karimun Jawa, that is Menjangan Kecil. We have lunch there with a various menu of fishes, shrimp, chili sauce, fruit, and vegetables. And the fish was grilled directly on the island, so it was still warm and extremely delicious. Everyone must try. After lunch, we could enjoy the beautiful Menjangan Kecil beach which have soft wave, white sand, and clear beach. And we also could enter the pool that contain baby shark. When you enter the pool, you should calm and both of your hands have to be raised. This is the main reason for us not to be chased by the after shark. Okay, then the second spot is Menjangan Kecil spot. In the deeper area, we can see the various species of fish here. But it was the most challenging snorkeling area because we need more effort to explore it. Then after we have a wonderful snorkeling experience, we taken to Tanjung Klam Beach for enjoy the beautiful sunset. We bought some food and then we took some photo for personal documentation. And actually, Tanjung Klam is the best sunset spot in Karimun Jawa Island. Then on the last day, Sunday morning, we were hunting for sunrise and we take some amazing photo shot again. Okay, I think that's all of my priceless experience to Karimun Island. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yay, let's give Toastmaster 8 a round of applause. Toastmaster 8 just captivated us and make us go to this beautiful and exotic island called Karimun Jawa, which I often hear as beautiful. But one day I heard this radio drama where the people who go to Karimun Jawa got stuck and can't come back. Ever since I heard the drama, I'm too afraid to go visit that island because the tide can be too high. But it seems not though. Maybe that's why they call it radio drama, because it's just drama. But thank you so much, Toastmaster Riyad, for enabling us to go to that island virtually. Hopefully we can visit that. So is Toastmaster Lutfi already in the meeting room?
No, he just text me that he's on the way there, but he's not ready yet. He's not ready yet.
Okay, so let's proceed to the next speaker. So Toastmaster Nabil, you indeed have to be the last speaker of tonight. Please don't be disappointed. So our next speaker is going to be, Toastmaster Saras, who will be evaluated by our Toastmaster member, Toastmaster Ritwan. So Toastmaster Ritwan, I give the control to you to introduce Toastmaster Saras' performance.
Thank you, Toastmaster Riza. Then the next speaker will deliver level 1 project 2 leadership development path. The purpose of her speech project is to learn or to review basic method for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The speech length is 5 to 7 minutes, and the title is I Love You, Baby. I love you, baby. Toastmaster Saras, the screen is yours.
Have you ever been falling in love with someone? Does love at the first sight even exist? Or is it just a metaphor or a phrase? So I've been confused with these things ever since I had my baby. So fellow Toastmaster, when I first had my little baby, I was overjoyed by happiness. So she was purely an angel. She's soft, quiet, and so beautiful. I thought we will take so many selfies and then all smiles and post on social media often. And then the reality hits me hard because my life revolves around breastfeeding, poo and pee, breastfeeding, poo and pee, and repeat. I barely sleep at that time because I had to breastfeed her every hour. And what did I do in the middle of that time? I changed her diapers every 3 hours. So can you imagine piles and piles of dirty diapers? And not to mention that my effort to produce milk for her to feed her. So I was shocked and wondered whether this is the things that I choose, whether I sign up for any of this. So I wasn't sure at that time whether I have this real connection or not with her. And I don't know whether I love her and does she love me back? And fellow Toastmaster, one Sunday morning, I found her unresponsive. So she barely cried. She slept all day, and then she was not excited as she used to be. And then I know what happened, something wrong deep down there. And then I called my mom. I read all the self-help book for a new mother. And then of course I Googled, but I didn't have the answer. And then I rushed her to the emergency room at that time. And then the doctor diagnosed her with jaundice, which is the condition where my blood is not compatible with her blood. So she's in a life-threatening condition. And then I spent a week in the hospital at the time and still barely sleep. And then I stayed and rest in the parking lot, even though there was a very long day, and then the time went so slow, and I felt like I'm the worst mother ever at that time. But I know that I'm happy, that I trust my God, and then I know that I had this connection with her, and then I love her. And fellow Toastmaster, today she's not a baby anymore. She is entering a toddlerhood, which is so much better because she is independent. She can use her shoes by herself. She can go potty by herself. But independent comes with controlling behavior and boundaries. Do you know that one time she asked me to stop calling her because she is still washing her hand. And then she insists to use pajama to went to school. I thought it's so hard to get inside her. Do I have this connection to her? And independent also comes with so many no's. She will say no for a kiss. She will say no for a hug. She will say no for the love that I give to her. In this space, I thought as soon as she can speak, she can show the affection to me. But I was wrong. Do I have a real connection with my baby? Fellow Toastmaster, maybe being a good mother is overrated if our kid doesn't love we back. And sometimes we feel lost because we don't have this kind of connection with them. But not only, until recently, I found my love inside her. So we had this 3-day stressful break, and then at the camping site, because she's been telling me to take her to the camping site so many times. And then she started to grab her ball and then ask me to play the ball with her while I'm still unpack all the baggage that we had. And then I said to her, baby, I'm sorry, I was so busy here. Could you please play by yourself? I love you. I'll join you shortly. And then she replied to me, I love you too, Mama. And then I was so moved at that time. All the things that I ever imagined all of these times just begin, like I was started crying. And she asked me, Mama, why did you cry? And then I just replied to her, it's okay. I just love to hear you say you love me. And the following week, when I was in the kitchen, I have this bleeding on my hand. And then she immediately said, Mama, I love you. Don't be bleeding. I don't want to change you. I don't want to replace you with another mom. Again, it pulled all the strings in my heart and I started crying. Maybe she thought that I will die. But I just realized that all of these times, this 2.5 years old girl knew the concept of loving, the concept, to protecting the person that she loves. So, fellow Toastmaster, this little moment has changed my perspective so much towards my relationship with my daughter. And I understand sometimes love does exist without saying, and love also does exist without asking. Therefore, I love you, baby, unconditionally. Back to you.
Woo! What a profound speech. Clearly, it reminded me a little bit about my speech title when I was competing in a contest, because the title was I Love You. So when the MC introduced me, I pretend the MC said that he loved me. So I said that, thank you for loving me. I love me too. But thank God, Toastmaster Saras brings so much depth in her speech. So thank you so much for sharing, Toastmaster Saras. We love that. So before moving to the fifth speaker, I'm seeing that Toastmaster Lutfi has arrived in the room. So Toastmaster Lutfi, you have been missed. Now, please introduce Toastmaster Nabil's project so that Toastmaster Nabil could deliver his speech tonight. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Lutfi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reza, and all the participants, all the patients for me. Tonight, I was honored to become the evaluator for Toastmaster Nabil, which is Toastmaster Nabil will deliver her speech that is titled The Perils of Overconfidence of the Pathway Presentation Mastery. Toastmaster Nabil will deliver her speech on level 2, which is effective body language. And for the time for her speech is about 7 minutes. So I want to confirm to Toastmaster Nabil, are you ready to deliver your speech?
Yes, I am, please.
Okay, Toastmaster Nabil. The perils of overconfidence. Toastmaster Nabil.
Okay, hello guys. Am I audible right now? Okay. Okay, thank you very much for the audience here. Okay, before I start my storytelling, I want to ask to the audience here, have you ever been as a final year student before? Maybe last year, maybe last 10 years. Please raise your hand if you have ever been as a final year student. Please raise your hand, please. Oh, Toastmaster Reza. Okay. Oh, a lot of audience here have ever been as a final year student. I believe everyone who have ever been as a final year student always feel any bad experience like depression, stress, painful, anxiety, and etc. Because our final year student is not good at all, because we have to read our thesis, we have to write our thesis, we have to do our research, ask to our advisor, ask to our professor, and all of the confused things, right? Am I right? Right. Yes, that's what my friends feel this year. I'm the final year student right now, but fortunately, I didn't feel any bad experience. Yes, all of my thesis and all of my thesis journey was going perfectly fine and smoothly. Yes, once upon a time, I was asking to my professor, hello, my professor, is there any feedback for my thesis? And then my professor said, no, everything was fine. Just continue. Wow, it was very amazing, right? Yes, that's what I did in this year. You know, because my project in my last year student is about the project in my Apple Developer Academy. So the person who know everything about my project is only me. It's different from my friends who research about my lecture project. So that's why my friends always ask to my advisor and my professor about the things that they have done before, right? And because I have a lot of free time because of this, I can help all of my friends like help them to write their thesis, help them to collecting some data, help them to processing their data, and also help them to research anymore. That's why everyone who I meet always applaud me because of my successful of my thesis. That was very awesome, right? I'm the final year student, but I have happiness, I have optimism, I have enthusiastic about my research and my thesis. Yes. Until one day, everything was fine, right? Everything was fine about my thesis. But one day, I have been registered to the thesis defense, or in Indonesian, ujian sidang skripsi. Ujian sidang skripsi in Indonesian, or thesis defense. Everything was fine, and I have a lot of optimism, and I have a lot of and I have enthusiastic to join this thesis defense because everything about my research, I have known everything. I entered the room at the day, I read all of the lecture there, and also I present my topic of my thesis, and the things begin here. When I presenting my topic of my thesis, I saw to the lecture, I look that they face looks like they had a lot of questions about my topic. And what I thought was true. After I've done my presentation, my examiner asked me about the things that have never asked by my advisor and my professor. And they get a failure about my topic. And because of this failure, just one failure about my topic, I have to change all of the topic of my thesis. Imagine, I've done my sidang skripsi, my thesis defense, but I have to change all of the thesis of myself. Well, imagine it. I have to rewrite my thesis. I have to do again my research. But yes, fortunately, I've done this revision. And long story short, I've learned from this story that everything that we have, everything that we feel can change every day, every week, every hour, every time. That's the lesson learned from this story. So to the audience, I want to advise you, please spirit to the activities that you do right now. Keep spirit. Don't be overconfident. Just be an ordinary people. Stay humble, stay hungry, and stay foolish. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Lutfi.
Actually, it's back to me.
Back to you, Toastmaster Reza.
Yay! Congratulations, Mr. Nabil. Let's give him a round of applause. He finally gets to deliver his speech in the fourth round after being positioned as the first speaker of the night. Now we're going to proceed to the last speaker of the night, who will be evaluated by me. I will be evaluating her. So our fifth and last but not least speaker of the night is more than a Kindred Toastmaster member. She's inspiring. She pivot career from one career to another. She moved from one place to another. She's such a Kindred adventurer. And tonight she will be delivering her project on, wait a second. Where's my notes? Yeah, on presentation mastery, right? I think it's presentation mastery. Let me find my notes first. Actually, no, it's innovative planning. Well, Master Deborah, why didn't you correct me? So that was one of the overconfident example that you cannot imitate fellow Toastmasters. So it's on level 3, project 1. So she will be presenting a proposal. So the objective of this project is for Toastmaster Deborah to practice developing and presenting a proposal, any kind of proposal. It can be a personal, professional, Toastmasters related, or life related. So basically, she just has to deliver and develop these proposals and convinces to us. The time is 5 to 7 minutes. without further ado, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Deborah, Grow with Toastmasters. Grow with Toastmasters, Toastmaster Deborah.
Is Toastmaster Deborah
I think she has a
escape?
She was going to
Ah.
present something, but then she's gone. Okay. In that case, let's while waiting for her to come back, I would like to ask fellow guests tonight. So we have how many guests? We have guest Juan, guest Eddie, guest Santa, guest Yosakim, guest Herviani. So I would like to ask guest Juan. I think guest Juan is a familiar name, and I think he did show his face earlier. Guest John, are you there? He's not there. What about guest Yosakim? Are you there? Or maybe guest Eddie, the one that shows his face. Guest Eddie, can you hear me?
Sure.
Cool, cool. So is this the first time you visit Essential Toastmaster?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
So
it's my first time.
welcome. Is this the first time you visit Toastmaster Club at all?
Actually, no.
Ooh, nice. So you have visited Toastmaster clubs, but this is the first time you visit Essential Toastmasters. So what did you think about the previous 4 speakers?
About them?
Yeah.
I think Toastmaster Sarah has a very great story. Is it
Ooh.
Toastmaster Sarah's? Sarah's, yeah.
Sarah's, yes. So Toastmaster Sarah's.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. And I think Toastmaster Sarah's can hear you. She's smiling. Okay, I think we're having internet issues for everybody tonight.
Yes. Yeah, I'm back, Toastmaster Reza.
Cool. So without further ado, I would like to call Toastmaster Deborah again. Please, Toastmaster Deborah, please proceed with your project.
Hey, good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. Okay. Sorry, I get some click problem. Okay, in this this evening, I will propose some ideas that I spoke with one of the ESCO, which is my mentor. And also I brainstormed with her and I analyzed what is the problem of the current Toastmaster Essential Club. So this is my personal point of view as a club member. When I joined the Toastmaster, I know that this is the place for me to grow to learn English, especially how to speaking in front of a lot of people. And in here, I illustrate myself in the first time as a seed. I remember in the first month I joined Toastmaster, one of the ESCO asked me to be a represent the club and join the competition. By the way, this is my 4th month become a member in Toastmaster. And the 2nd month, I illustrate myself, not the seed anymore, but there is a sprout. And in the 2nd month, I remember my mentor challenged me how to help other club to be a ballot counter. And I said, yes, I want to try. And the 3rd month, can you see something grow there? In the 3rd month, I remember my project on that time, I need to be an evaluator that give feedback to other member. It was not easy, but yeah, I tried my best on that time. And the 4th month, if you remember, the last time we had meeting, I got challenged for my mentor again to be a grammarian. Yeah, you can see in here the illustration, I am growing from the seed to be something that growing with some leaves. So in here, I want to illustrate what happened with our club, essential club. It is hard if I, as myself, as a member, just sit down every meeting and I don't want, and I said to my mentor, no, I don't want to be something like ballot counter or grammarian or evaluator. I just want to enjoy the meeting. It is possible. And no, it's not possible. Why? Because there is a time when I just sit down and get all the service as a mentee, but there is a time for giving back. How to be a mentor or participate as a get responsible in every meeting. So I tried to identify the issue. The issue in here is our club is run for a person willing giving back to the club. So how to overcome the problem, the situation? I put several ideas and at least 4. First of all, for the new member. Hello, new member. Yes, this is maybe your 1st month or 2nd month. For the new member, give them information and ask the commitment to giving back. Maybe when they reach level 2. And for the member who are already in level 3, give the mentoring to be a good mentor. Ask them to take challenge to give back to this club. And for the senior member and ESCO, give your time to mentoring, to have mentoring program. So I hope in 2 or 3 months, there will be more people to help you as a mentor or as an ESCO or people who are responsible for the meeting every twice a month. And for the guests who is soon to be Toastmaster, do not hesitate to join the club because you will have mentor, you will get support that will help you to reach your goal. Yeah, that's my proposal. I give back to Toastmaster Reza. Thank you.
Let's give Toastmaster Deborah a round of applause. That was such an on point and analytical finding and insights regarding the real problem we encounter within our club. And there was such an amazing proposal that our excos, or basically everyone attending here, could really consider. I mean, that's a great idea, right? Why don't we pledge this kind of giving back spirit? Because after all, Toastmasters is all about contributes and giving back. So I love that. Thank you so much for taking your time to assessing the problem and also addressing the solution on point, Toastmaster Deborah. There was such a great insight. So I think I would like to continue with our previous guest. Wait a second. Before that, I think our timer, Toastmaster Debbie, has mentioned the time report. Toastmaster Debbie, would you like to give a oral report on who's eligible and who's not eligible to be voted?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Reza. Here's the report from the timer. As Toastmaster Aldi is his time is 4 minutes 25 seconds, and Toastmaster Iit is 7 minutes 17 seconds, and Toastmaster Saras is 7 minutes 18 seconds. Toastmaster Nabil is 5 minutes 16 seconds, and Toastmaster Deborah is 5 minutes 40 seconds. I think they are all eligible to be voted.
Oh, so all 5 of them are eligible to be voted, and there you go. Our ballot counter, Toastmaster Hatea, has shared the form. So everybody, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and visiting Toastmasters, please cast your vote. Who is your favorite prepared speaker? And we're going to come back by the end of the session and announce the winner of the most favorite prepared speaker of the night. So I've cast my vote. While waiting, I would like to ask our guests to open their camera, to prepare opening their mics, because the second session is going to be very fun, and we really encourage all the guests to try it out, because it's how you experience not only being a Toastmaster member, but being an essential Toastmaster member. That's how you know the differentiation between one club to another. So, but before that, let me just finish my talk with Toastmaster Eddie. So Toastmaster Eddie, soon to be Toastmaster Eddie or guest Eddie, you were going to say something and then it's disconnected. You wanted to finish that again?
Okay, actually, it is not my first time joining Toastmaster. I used to be a Toastmaster like 8 to 9 years ago.
Ooh.
Yes. And if you know, my club is Innovators Toastmaster Club. But
I know Innovator.
Yes, but now there's no Innovators anymore. I think it get disbanded like 5 to 7 years ago.
Yeah. So maybe that's a good sign, because since there's no Innovator, you can join Essential. Because a fellow Innovator Toastmaster member also joined Essential, I think during the pandemic. Her name is Toastmaster Hafiza. Do you know her?
Hafiza?
Yeah, she's also becoming a Toastmaster member of Innovator, I think, during 2010, 2009. Were you an active member back then in Innovator?
I think I'm active around 2012 to 2015.
Oh, that's too bad. But just so you know, a fellow Innovator member became Essential member. So maybe that's a sign for you to join.
Till now?
Well, she has to postpone her membership because she's now abroad on LA. She's taking her master's, and the time difference is very bad. By the time that we conduct our meeting at night, it's basically daybreak at LA. So she can't attend the daybreak meeting. Cool. Thank you so much for sharing, guest Eddie, or soon to be Toastmaster Eddie. So I've seen guest Juan and guest Irviani open their camera. I love that. So I'm not going to be the one who's going to lead the second session. I would give the control to the wait a second. Is he here? Oh yeah, I would like to give the control to the marvelous, the amazing, the fabulous. I give all the praise in the world to this guy, Toastmaster Fahmi, as the table topic master. Please, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Reza, for the amazing compliments. Just unlike Toastmaster Tisa, I actually appreciate your comments.
I was taken for granted by Toastmaster Tisa.
So, hello everyone, good evening. It's such a huge pleasure for me tonight to be your table topic masters. So for some of you who's not familiar with table topic session, this is the easiest way to explain it as a Miss Universe contest where you will be given a quiz or a questions and you are expected to provide a short impromptu response on these prompts or questions within 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, this is like one of the bread and butter of being a Toastmasters, and this is where we are being trained to be ready whenever we are expected to and come up with an answer as soon as possible. So let's not take a long time to explain this, and let's just go to it directly. I have 8 categories tonight, so who's going to be my first volunteer? For the first one, I want some more experience. Guess on how a table volunteers.
Toastmaster Pami,
Yes,
I will nominate a guest.
Okay.
Experience enough in table topic. Actually, I can nominate 2. You can choose. It's either guest Yosakim and guest Juan. Their experience in table topic.
Okay, so guess Yosakim or guess Johan, who wants to be first?
I will volunteer to be the first table topic speaker.
I'm the second. I'm the second.
The speakers now. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Great. So because the theme here is friendship, so let's help some friends with some of their problems. So in this table topic session, we receive some letters from our friends and they need some helps with some dilemmas that they have. Okay.
Okay.
I will just pick the number 1 to 8 and I will read the letter to you.
I think for the first, I will pick number 7.
Number 7. Let's go. Ooh, this is interesting. Let's go to number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Dear soon-to-be Toastmaster Yosakim, I think Andy and I are such a kindred spirits. We always have a great time when we're together. But he's also dating my friend Bella. Is it okay if I go for him? From Cindy, who's conflicted. What kind of suggestion that you have for Cindy? You have 1 to 2 minutes. Please make sure that you can see the timer on the screen. Are you ready to help Cindy with her problem?
Okay.
Great. Everyone,
okay,
please
I'm ready.
welcome Soon-to-be Toastmaster Yosakim.
Okay, this is the case I think for what we call it triangle love. It is a triangle love between Cindy, Andy, and Bella. And it's I think it's happened more often than we would admit in whether it's high school love or monkey love or now I think all of us is adult or adult love. I think this is still happen quite a lot. But if I may, if one night Cindy comes to me or Cindy calls me, oh Andy is dating my best friend Bella, but I think I and Andy think a lot alike. I think I'm gonna say the following advice to her. Cindy, you are an adult now. Act like it. Act like it, and maybe you can simply open up to Andy or to Bella. I think I prefer to Andy because in my men, I think men will approach woman, right? And Andy will approach Bella. So in my opinion, Cindy, it is best for Cindy to simply but not so simple, to simply open up to Andy and talk about it in an adult way. Thank you.
Thank you, Sundabi Toastmaster Yosakim. I really hope if Cindy is out there, she takes your suggestion by heart. So let's move on to our next
Wait a
speaker.
second. On me. Are you
Yes.
singing?
Who's gonna tell? I don't know.
Is there anyone named Cindy here? No one. Okay, good.
I've changed the name for anonymity. So let's go with our second speaker, Sundabi Toastmaster Juan. Are you? Let me share my screen again.
Number.
You have 1 to 8 except for 7.
Number 1.
Number 1. Ooh, very current. Okay. Dear Sundabi Toastmaster Juan, me and my friends are planning to go watch a movie this weekend, but we can't seem to agree whether we will watch Barbie or Oppenheimer. Any suggestions? From Margot R.
Yes, thank you, Table Topic Master. Yeah, actually, this story actually really, I mean, I'm also planning to watch Oppenheimer with my friends, maybe this weekend. this is really happening to me right now, because in when I have to choose between Barbie or Oppenheimer, me personally, I prefer to choose Oppenheimer because yes, I think Oppenheimer is a great film. I mean, maybe my my prediction, Oppenheimer will become one of the Oscars candidate for this year. So confidence. Yeah, I was actually having a conversation and talking to my friends that I was planning to watch Oppenheimer this Saturday in the cinema, and maybe not actually like not maybe if I cannot watch it this weekend, maybe next week it's okay because the movie just released maybe last week. So why not? But I actually do not really enjoy like a romance movie. I actually never watched any romance movie in the cinema before, and I prefer to choose like action movie or superhero movie. And is Oppenheimer is historical movie. I also love historical movie because I can learn a lot about history, and Oppenheimer was actually inspiring historical movie that maybe I can learn many lessons from watching Oppenheimer. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Sundabi Toastmaster Juan. I hope this is useful for Margot to decide whether to watch Barbie or Oppenheimer. And I think Toastmaster Reza have some opinions on, on calling Barbie a romance movie. Okay.
I will reserve my judgment because this is not my section.
Yes, keep that to yourself for now. So let's go with our next speaker. We have soon to be Toastmaster Eddie. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Great. So let me share my screen again. I have number 2 to 8 except for number 7. Which one do you want?
Let's go with 6.
Let's go with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dear soon-to-be Toastmaster Juan, I have been thinking of bleaching my hair and dye it blue. I don't know if it would be office appropriate though. What should I do? It's from Donnie from accounting. Any help from Donnie, from you, Semester Juan? And if you can also open your camera, that will be great so we can see you.
Open my what?
Camera. It was not, yeah.
It's already on.
Yeah, it's on now. It wasn't on. Okay. Are you ready with your
Okay.
help, your suggestion for Donnie?
Okay. I'm ready.
Oh, great. You have 1 to 2 minutes. Everyone, please welcome soon to be Master Eddie.
Okay, thank you, table topic master. Okay, for Donnie from accounting, I think you should just go with the blue dye hair. Why not? Blue is cool. And I find no reason not to have a blue hair for an accountant. Okay, except if your boss doesn't like blue, then you should think other color. You should think about other color aside from blue. Okay, you are not in the school anymore. Okay, you can do whatever you like, but don't hurt other people. Okay, I think that's all for me. I'll give counter back to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, soon to be Master Eddie. And I hope that the suggestion is useful for Donnie to decide whether to dye his hair or not. Like, as long as you don't hurt anyone, it's good. Do whatever you want with yourself. Great. Let's go with our next speaker. And I have soon to be Toastmaster Irviani. Soon to be Toastmaster Irviani, are you there?
Yes, I'm
Great.
here.
Let me share my screen again. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
You can pick the yellow numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, or 8.
Let's go to number 2.
Let's go with number 2. Ooh, okay. Dear Suntabitos Master Yoviani, I got an invitation to the wedding of an ex. It's weird because we haven't really talked for a long time. We broke up cordially though. Do you think I should go to the wedding? From Dewi P, whoever Dewi is. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you ready
thank
with
you.
your suggestion for Dewi?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. My opinion is it's back up to you because if you feel uncomfortable with the eggs, then just don't go, even though you have invited. But rather than the situation will become awkward, so just don't go. But if you already feel fine with this with your ex, and we will be fine seeing your ex with the wife, and yeah, just follow your heart, which one you will choose. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Santibitas Master Irviani. I hope Dewi find your suggestion helpful and find the most comfortable place for yourself and not make things awkward. So can I ask the timer, do we still have more time for more participants in the session?
I think we can accommodate 1 or 2 before proceeding to the evaluation session.
Okay, that's great. Next, we have Sundabi Toastmaster Santa on the line. Sundabi Toastmaster Santa, are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Are you ready for the table topic session?
Yes.
Great. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, you can pick number 3, 4, 5, or 8. Which one you want to choose?
4.
4. Okay. Great. Let's go with number 4. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, this is from a daughter about her mom. Dear soon-to-be Toastmaster son, how can I tell my mom that I'm too tired to go to all the extra lessons she's signing me up for? I know she meant well, but doesn't she realize that I have a lot going on as the captain of my squad? Says Renata, the basketball team captain. Okay, did you get to the letter? And if it's possible, can you also turn on your camera, or are you not available right now to turn on your camera?
I'm sorry, I on my way.
Oh, okay, great.
I have a traffic jam right now
Mhm. Are you
because
available to talk?
no,
Okay.
absolutely no. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm really
Okay.
sorry.
So we'll do that another time. Okay. Thank you very much. So
Thank
we'll do
you.
that another time. Anyone else wants to talk? I think yeah, we can accommodate one or two person. Anyone else? Because I don't have anyone else on the line after 5. Or do I? No. Any volunteer? We have some visiting Toastmaster. Visiting Toastmaster Sandika, do you want to join the
Yes,
table break
maybe.
session?
Okay.
Great.
Okay, so maybe I pick the 4 number because 4 is my day birthday.
Okay. 4 is the one that was picked by Sunda Toastmaster Santa earlier.
Ah,
So let me reread that for you
okay.
because she hasn't responded to that. So, dear Toastmaster Sandika, how can I tell my
Yes.
mom that I'm too tired to go to all the extra lessons she's signing me up for? I know she meant well, but doesn't she realize that I have a lot going on as the captain of my squad? Says
Mm.
Renata, the basketball team captain. So, are you ready with your suggestion for Renata?
Yes, maybe.
You have one to
Okay,
two
I will
minutes.
try my best.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe the first, if I become that person, so I will talk to my mom firstly, and then so I will explain how I busy for my day as a captain, for a captain, and then maybe I can negotiating with my mom. I cannot join all the lesson because I have I have my time the first at school, at extracurricular, and etc. So maybe um I want to negotiate the first. I tell to my mom because maybe the first, and then negotiate to my mom, and then the third is if we already negotiating, and then after that maybe we can take and give together, so we can make a team as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sandika. And I'm sure that will be useful for Renata if she follows her suggestions. So last, I think Toastmaster Lutfi just signed up to be our next and sixth speaker. Toastmaster Lutfi, are you there?
Yes, please.
Great. And I have number 3, 5, and 8 available. Which one do you want to choose?
Which one is the easier, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. Depends on
Oh,
how you want to.
let's go with 5.
Let's go with 5. Okay. I'm excited for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dear Toastmaster Lutfi, my girlfriend really wants to watch Barbie with me. I don't think I can do that because it's Barbie. How can I say no without making her mad? Says Mario, the extra manly guy. Okay, are you ready with your suggestions for Mario?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Great, you have 1 to 2 minutes. Everyone, please welcome Toastmaster Lutfi.
Dear my friends,
Mario, it seems that you face a complex situation. How to avoid your idealism to keep your idealism not to watch that movies, because you know that kind of movies of Barbie is identical with a woman. Probably most of men will not to watch the movies except over by their girlfriend. So my best suggestion probably is, can you offer the another film that probably liked by your girlfriend? Because I can't imagine how confused you are to give that answer to your girlfriend. It's really complex. So just try your best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lutfi. Excuse me. Yes, and with that, we have been helping 6 poor people with our suggestion tonight. Well, please give a round of applause to our amazing 6 speakers and helpful Toastmaster and soon-to-be Toastmaster for all these poor people. With the way you help all of them, we are all such a kindred spirits. And with that, I would like to ask Toastmaster Debbie, our timer, do you want to give a verbal report on the timer report?
Yes, thank you to Stable Topic Master, Toastmaster Fahmi. Here's my report. The guest Joachim is 1 minute 35 seconds. Guest 2 minutes 10 seconds. Guest Eddie 58 seconds. Guest Irviani is 43 seconds. And visiting Toastmaster Sandika Dewi is 1 minute 9 seconds. And Toastmaster Lutfi is 1 minute 25 seconds. So I will be, I must say sorry for guest Eddie and guest Irviani because they speak under 1 minute. So you are both are not eligible. So only 4 of the speakers are eligible to be voted. That's my report.
Thank you very much for the report, Toastmaster Debbie. And our ballot counter is very quick with this. We have 4 eligible speakers. Please access the link and vote for your most favorite table topic speaker for the sessions and most helpful for the poor people here. So with that, that is the end of my role as table topic master for tonight, and I give the control back to our Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Reza.
Yay! Let's give our table topic master a round of applause. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fahmi. That was an amazing session. It feels like an old column in a magazine where you can ask everything and you become a columnist that answers all the questions as if you know and can solve every problem in the world, which I love. So thank you so much for basically mediating a blast topic and also very relevant. I just feel, unfortunately, that there's just too many hate for Barbie. Barbie's fun, fellow Toastmasters, you have to watch it. And it's not a romantic movie. I'm campaigning for Barbie all the way, but Oppenheimer is also as good. So there you go. Now, let's proceed to the 3rd session of the night. And it's going to be an evaluation session. Again, I'm not the one who's going to lead it. I would like to give the control to our general evaluator of the night, our VP education. Where is she? Oh yeah, so our GE ballot, Toastmaster Hathea, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reza. Back again with me. And this session, I will divide it into 2 subsessions. First subsession basically is to evaluate the prepared speaker, and then continue to the second subsession, and I will call upon one by one my team, and they will give their reports. So without further ado, let's go to the first subsession, which is the evaluate to the all prepared speaker. I would like to call upon the evaluator number 1, which is Toastmaster Tisa, who will evaluate Toastmaster Aldi. Over to you, Toastmaster Tisa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Haria, Madam GE tonight. Okay, congratulations for Toastmaster Adi for the finishing the first speech. Yay! And I have the positive point about your speech. The first one, a person is confidence, even directly able to interact with the audience properly. And then the second, the presentation met with PPT can make your speech even better. And then I have 2 points must be corrected for the next speech. Yeah, the first, each speech has a speech length, so be careful for the time. You can see the timer, and I think you better before the speech to make a speech draft and practice it yourself using a timer, or the best with Udly. Okay. So you know whether is it appropriate or not, and better you know the about the what is the wrong is right in the Udly, right? And the second, if you want to support with PPT, can be maximized by displaying pictures so that the audience can immediately understand what is being discussed. But for all, you are amazing tonight. And congratulations again for Toastmaster RD. Okay, back to you, Madam G.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tisa. So yeah, I agree with you as Toastmaster, our new member over is less the time from the limit. As a prepared speaker, as we deliver the speech in a specific time, so we need to be aware with the timer. Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Tisa for the evaluation. Next to my second evaluator, which is Toastmaster Sanjung, who will evaluate Toastmaster Iit. Toastmaster Sanjung, over to you.
Thank you, the PPE Toastmaster Hatea. Good evening, everyone, and thank you to Toastmaster Iit, the awesome and true backpackers. From Toastmaster Iit's speech, how the participant can grab the informative speech from her. And there are lots of participants that react when Toastmaster Iit deliver of her experience visit Karimun Jawa with low budget. From her speech, I obtain that we get the worthwhile of the positive message from Toastmaster Iit. And the first thing that I would like to recommend is Toastmaster Iit provide her speech with good visualization file presentation, in which there are a detail every place that she visited and what the activity she did at that time when she visited the Karimun Jawa. And the other things is there's a core speech or the story that Toastmaster Iit say is about Karimun Jawa and low budget. And the third thing is Toastmaster Pipit arrange her story into well-organized speech in opening, body, and also the detailed explanation of the place that she has visited. And the thing that perhaps you could apply for your another speech is including the objective of your project is about vocal variety, so you can play or involve your body language into your speech, such as how you make condition of your smile to the participant, and also how you play your eye contact to the participant virtually, such as when you mentioned there are a lot of place such as Tanjung Gelam, menjangkau kecil, such as I place my body under the sun when in Tanjung Gelam. So you can make your body with a stand and make your hand up to show how the sun, in order to it's fulfill the objective and make your speech find the objective of your project. Hopefully this skill learning as evaluation for you and me as well, the evaluator. Hopefully you can try this recommendation or suggestion in your next project. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Hatea.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanju. Yes, you are right. Eye contact and body language is important when we deliver our speech. Okay, moving to my third evaluator, Toastmaster Ridwan, who will evaluate Toastmaster Stars. Toastmaster Ridwan, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hatea. Okay. Anyone of you felt emotionally shaken when you heard when Toastmaster Sarah shared her story? Personally, for me, it is a heartwarming story about incredible bond between a mother and a baby. It actually reminds me to my mother, reminds me to my wife when she delivered our baby, which was the time when she was struggle, and she actually selflessly tried to bring discomfort for herself in order to get the baby, in order to bring the well-being for the baby. Well, this is really a good story, Toastmaster Sharas. One of the reasons why you actually break it is the way that you structure your story, starting from the first period of you delivering the baby, like starting breastfeeding, cleaning the diapers, all the monotonous work. And then you actually feel that, is there any love connection between you and the baby? Moving towards when the baby reaches to the toddler age, when you actually celebrate how he achieved some growth and development, where she can bring some joys. And then move at the end, at the times when you actually had 3 days camping together, and you actually had a certain accidents, and this young toddler actually asks you one critical words that you actually have been waiting for the past 2.5 years, means like, I love you. So that is a really good structure where audience can follow, starting from beginning to the end. The other good points that you bring is you actually use a hook when you start your story. This is a really good way on bringing the audience attention. Why? Because when you ask, have you ever been in love? Definitely that word of love is relatable for everyone. Who never felt unloved? Love your spouse, love your family, love your parents. It's all of your life stages you feel the love. So that is a good one that you actually, there are two aspects that you actually deliver good, so that this story brings impact to all the audience, including me. Well, to elevate you, to enable sharing more inspiring, more emotional story, you may consider this. One, maintaining your eye contact. Just look at to this camera, because by looking at this, you're actually attracting attention, because it is an illustration that you actually talk with all the audience, even in online. When you actually looking at different direction, audience will feel that you are not talking to them and feel the engaged. That is when people can easily get distracted, and your impactful story may not pass to the audience. Second, you may consider impersonate the characters in your story. When you do have a lot of conversation between you and the baby, not toddler, baby cannot talk at the time. So when you experience a thing, and then you ask the toddler, you can use the voice of your toddler, like, "Mommy, what happened? I don't want you to be hurt. Mommy, love you." Then people feel that, oh, there are basically two characters talking each other, which definitely will bring different perspective. Lastly, I saw that you actually use a really good hand gesture, but you may consider to optimize your stage presence by perhaps like this. You just go into like one step, so people can see how you actually use your body gesture. Because when you did a body gesture, I found that it's somewhat incomplete, because I only see some fingers on top of the screen. So if you want, I think you are good in using hand gesture, and please use that hand gesture in a by maximizing your stage, so that people can feel your hand gesture emphasizing the message that you actually delivering. Well, all in all, you're doing a great job in delivering your speech by having a well-structured story. You are asking question to hook audience attention, and in order to you to bring more impactful story, you might consider maintaining your eye contact, impersonate the characters in your story, and maximize the stage. Back to you, Toastmaster Hatia.
Thank you so much for the very detailed feedback for Toastmaster Saras, as well as for us, Toastmaster Ridwan. So there are 3 feedback for Toastmaster Saras: eye contact, acting for other characters, and optimize body gesture. But yeah, I agree with you, Toastmaster Ridwan. Toastmaster Saras is great to choose the topic to engage the audience. So sometimes choosing a good topic is one of the tricks on the public speaking, ladies and gentlemen. So moving to the evaluator. We have 2. Also, we still have 2, yeah. For evaluator, which is Toastmaster Lutfi, who will evaluate Toastmaster Nabil. Toastmaster Lutfi, over to you.
Thank you, Madam G. Let's congratulate to our speaker tonight, that was Toastmaster Nabil, which delivered his speech brilliantly. So I want to divide the evaluation become 2 sections. The first one, I want to highlight the excellent point during his speech. The first one, Toastmaster Nabil attract the audience brilliantly.
So when we deliver the speech, we have to pay attention the good impression to the audience. So the way Toastmaster Nabil called the audience and ask a question, throw a question, just like, has anyone right here has experienced this thing or faced this thing? That way is the perfect way to attract the people, to convince that their eyes staring at you, and make sure their eyes and their mind is on you. And the second one is you choose the interesting topic. Exactly. I know what you feel because I experienced that too. I was upset, I was struggle that when I was in my college, that my thesis was revised to by my lecturer. Not only the sentence, the words, but my format of the thesis. And it's terrible thing. So you clearly know how to engage people because that topic, almost all people already experienced that thing. And the last one about the highlight is you use the descriptive gestures. Just when you impersonate the lecturers on the conversation, you move your gesture just like blah 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 and blah blah blah. You use that body language brilliantly. So keep consistent about that. And then I want to segue about the things that we can improve. So I want to peel an onion about the pace of your speech because you already maintain the pace, but probably you can improve better about the pace. Just like, especially when you deliver the speech and want to say the key point of your speech, it better you to slow down to make sure that your speech will understand by the audience. Because we know our brain cannot process every word that we heard. That's why we have to emphasize the main point of our speech. But overall, your speech was marvelous. Thank you. Over to you, to Madam G.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lutfi. Another feedback about eye contact, body gesture, and interesting topic. An interesting topic also came from our life experience, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we have still 2 evaluators, ladies and gentlemen, moving to my 5 evaluator, which is Toastmaster Reza, who will evaluate Toastmaster Deborah. Toastmaster Reza, over to you.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Madam G. Hi, Toastmaster Deborah. Hi, fellow Toastmasters. A leader called John Maxwell once mentioned that a leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And in Toastmasters, when you're taking a pathway such as innovative planning, you will encounter a project where you demonstrate a sense of leadership like what Toastmaster Deborah demonstrated. So in my feedback, I'll be pointing out 2 things. 1, what's amazing from Toastmaster Deborah, and 2, some suggestions to make Toastmaster Deborah's performance even more amazing. Moving on to the first part, right? What's amazing from Toastmaster Deborah? So in terms of pointing out proposal and presenting the proposal, I think that critical thinking is necessary in assessing what kind of problem that Toastmaster Deborah wanted to assess to begin with. And she did just that. She pointed out that there are rooms for improvements for new members to dedicate themselves to solve problems and to give back to the club, and also brings the reason on why should new members or members above level 2 have the interest to do so. And I think that's a very detailed, close sense of observation, and that's a leader supposed to do, because how can you even solve a solution where you cannot even point out what's the problem or the potential to be potential solutions to be mentioned per se. And second of all, what's amazing from Toastmaster Deborah is how creative yet so grounded her proposal was. It's not something that's over the top using tech or AI. It's very simple. It's involving members in essential to give more, to commit once they reach a certain level. And I think that's very doable, which was why even as a Toastmaster of the meeting and as an evaluator, I was in awe, because that was such a good idea. And we can actually implement that. It's not something that's hard and we are hesitant to do so. Regardless, there are 2 notes from me to make Toastmaster Deborah even better. 1, eye contact. Just kidding. I'm just saying that because eye contact seems to be the highlight of tonight's meeting. But 1, elaborate your proposal, Toastmaster Deborah. You have the privilege to basically elaborate everything as you want. I would expect you to even detail the steps, who would the people or the PICs, if necessary, maybe. I will be in charge as the person in charge making this proposal come true. And I will need Toastmaster Karina, Toastmaster Zeta to help me out, as clear as that, because that's how a leader even shows the way and involve all the people to do so. Second of all, optimizing visual aids. As much as we saw some potentials, by the time you get to the solutions, it's all text. And believe me, even for me, it's hard to recall what was your point in detailed manner, because maybe it's not represented as visual. But overall, it was amazing. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deborah. So I'm giving the control back to the Madam GE, Toastmaster Hatea. Please, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reza. I know you're running the time. Well, we also get another feedback from Toastmaster Reza about elaborate by giving the details in our speech and optimize the visual of the slide. Yeah. Okay, now, Madam President, shall we take a picture or continue to the
Yes,
last?
please. We need this
Okay.
for a documentation. Let's have a picture.
So ladies
Let's
and
a kind
gentlemen,
of press break,
open your
everyone.
camera before we continue to the last evaluator. All right. Okay, Toastmaster Fahmi and guest Santa, are you there? Well, okay, maybe have some trouble. Okay. Here you go, my handsome Master Fahmi. Let's give your big smile. I count in 3, 2. Yay! Another one. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Wait. Another one. Different pose. I count in 3, 2. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are moving to the last evaluator, which is Toastmaster Karina, who will evaluate the evaluator of Toastmaster Nabil, which is Toastmaster Lutfi. Toastmaster Karina, over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam GE. Yes, please share the photo in the chat box so every guest can have it, and also share it in our WhatsApp group active member. So every members in our club can have it soon as possible and post it in their social media. Right, come back to me. I'm really glad that now I have to evaluate Toastmaster Lutfi from LKCK, Lipo Karawaci Toastmaster Club. Really loyal to helping our club. And now it's time for me to help him to finish his project. Congratulations, you finish your level 1 pathway innovative planning. The purpose of this project for you is actually to practice applying feedback and serve as speech evaluator during the club meeting. And the last one, the purpose of this speech is for member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Congratulations for Toastmaster Lutfi. Well done. You did such a great job to be a evaluator. This is not easy, and being the evaluator is never easy, believe me. But this good point on you. When you're starting the project being an evaluator, you actually help yourself to be more analytical. You sharpen your hearing skill, listening skill, and also you try on to get the to give the such a supportive feedback for the speakers, and you successfully gave a kindred spirit in your feedback speech. You first of all, you excelled at congratulate Toastmaster Nabil. You also can divide the evaluation into two: what Toastmaster Nabil excel at and what Toastmaster needs to work on. Then it means that you really put attention on Toastmaster Nabil speech. Like I can say, not everybody can make it, but you made it. Well done. You put attention such as to the you try to put some point to the positive feedback from the Toastmaster speech. Like you give a prize. Oh, Toastmaster Nabil, you're very good at choosing the interesting object. You keep giving the prize as well. Actually, this is even though Toastmaster Nabil is not here because he needs to do something else, and but Toastmaster Nabil can rewatch this recording later on. And also the thing when you choose the word to what Toastmaster Nabil needs to work on, like to emphasize some words, give a pace for each speech. This is that means you put attention, and actually this is a marvelous feedback for Toastmaster Nabil. But some things that you need also to work on as the evaluator, sometimes you need to give a feedback with the how Toastmaster Nabil to act what he needs to work on, good to work on next time. Give us a sample. Oh, Nabil, you're very good as you can copy some word from him. And also for to challenge yourself, keep practicing to be an evaluator. The more you being the evaluator, the more easier for you to sharpen yourself and also to improve everyone's speech. Thank you so much. And back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karina, for the feedback. Okay, that's all. The evaluator. And now moving to the second part, which is I will evaluate the overall meeting. And I would like to call upon my member. Oh, okay, let me check. Are evaluator eligible to be voted? Please, timer. Toastmaster Debbie, give your report first.
Thank you, Madam GE. Here's are the report, the time report. The first evaluator, Toastmaster Tisa. Her time is 2 minutes 18 seconds. And the second evaluator, Toastmaster Aryani Sanjung, is 3 minutes 24 seconds. And the third evaluator, Toastmaster Ridwan, is 6 minutes. And the fourth evaluator, Toastmaster Lutfi, 3 minutes 54 seconds. Toastmaster Reza, 3 minutes 23 seconds. And Toastmaster Karina is 3 minutes 32 seconds. I'm so sorry. So there are 3 evaluators cannot be voted because their time over limit. So only 3 evaluators are eligible to be voted. And there are Toastmaster Tisa, Toastmaster Aryani Sanjung, and Toastmaster Reza. That's all my report. Thank you.
Thank you, timer. Okay, and I already sent the link for all of you guys to choose your favorite evaluator. Okay, now moving to the second part of the evaluation. And I would like to start the Yudli. Toastmaster Reza, can you help me to, or maybe the last question?
I can.
Oh, you can. Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reza.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Google Chrome, Udly. Can you see my Udly screen?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, so usually there is this section called popular words, but for some reason it does not exist tonight. So let me give a report on us or fillers. Actually, the fillers, we have 300, almost 400 fillers in 1 hour and 30 minutes meeting. But the good news, even with this so many fillers, it's only 4% of our overall. And turns out this is something that's considered as good according to Udly, because any meeting that has 4% fillers or less, that's a good indicator of fillers, because it's kind of impossible, right, to say no fillers at all. We're not basically native speakers. We're still thinking some words. So fillers are normal. So give yourself a good round of applause, fellow Toastmasters, because this was a group effort. Now, there is no popular words, but turns out when you click repetition, you'll find that kindred is one of the words that are often repeated. So I would say that we are successfully making Udly detecting our word of the day today. Again, give yourself a round of applause.
Yay.
And turns out I just found out that we can see inside for every person if you want to. For example, let's see here. Where's me? I want to find me, but I cannot find me. Let's just find Karina because this is the closest. Sorry, Karina. So you can see Karina's performance here. So I would suggest everybody to check on Udly, and then you can have your Udly to follow your account and see it for yourself. That's all my report. I want to give the control back to the Madam GE. Toastmaster Hatea, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much for the report, Toastmaster Reza. Now moving to my grammarian, Toastmaster Karina, to give her report. Over to you, Toastmaster Karina.
Okay, one sec. Let me share the screen. This one. Right. Being a grammarian is not something easy for me. It's really the hard part role for me. I love to be the Tom, to be the TTM, to be the GE, but to catch someone's a grammar error from someone is also, I need to push myself to learn. Let's learn together. There's something that I notice here, but most of you can speak well, can do some error about the plural that you need. Some people need to work on, and also for the for tenses, for the past. And if you talk about the past, then keep persistent, keep continuing. Do your speech with the past tenses. Don't combine it together. So it's not yeah, we need to work on it all together. So this thing that I need to highlight about the grammar error that some people needs to know, especially this English is not our mother tongue, is not, this is our second language. So for good night, when you start to opening the speech or you want to greet someone, you much better, it should be saying hello, good evening, not to good night. Because when you saying good night, it's only for you or other persons going to the bed, like what we having when we say after this meeting or leaving for the night. But for the good evening is to start, actually is greeting that use for greeting, like in the like formal speeches and news broadcasting and also etc. The thing when you start everything at the night, you start hello everyone, good night, not good hello, good evening, not good night. Good night means we need to close this meeting. And there's some beautiful phrases that I can catch from some speakers that from Toastmasters is so beautiful. I just love to hear you say you love me. And then also I understand that sometimes love exists without saying, and also love just exists with I'm asking I love you, daddy. And from Toastmaster Nabil, keep spirit, be confident, just be an ordinary people, stay humble, stay hungry. And the second one is everything that we feel can change every day, week, every hours, every time. And the beautiful phrases from Toastmaster Deborah, growing in Toastmaster. Yes, we all growing in the Toastmaster. And last one from Toastmaster Reza, Toastmaster is all about contribute. That's all the report for me. Back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you so much, Master Karina. Okay, now it's 11:09. I will just make a quick my report. And it's a part and part that we need to improve, and I will just mix it from the beginning. At the opening, we just slightly late 2 minutes, but still okay. But the problem is when it starts, some role takers, speakers, it's not joined yet. So maybe better VPE, which is me, need to make sure the all role taker ready before the meeting start, like 10 or 10 minutes before the meeting. And then during the meeting, I like how Toastmaster Reza, as a Tom, lead the meeting. He bring the meeting active and interactive. And even when Toastmaster Deborah have a signal issue, Toastmaster Reza cover the situation to keep active by interactive talking with the guests, as well as the member too. The member also respond and active to each other on the chat box. And then to the 5 speakers, it's great. I saw all of you enjoy, even though maybe some of you got nervous because of your first speech, but overall, it's all a good job. Well done. And I look forward for your next project. For the table topic master, thank you so much. You bring the session with the nice, smooth, and easy quote. So guests can voluntarily the session with easy. And for the guests, I'm so happy we have 6 guests for tonight and voluntary try the table topic. I hope all of you enjoy and have a good experience and maybe moving to the execution. Yeah, I think that's all from me. And I hope all of you fun. And I would like to, before I give the control back to the Tom, I still have announcement as a ballot counter. Yeah, let me share screen. Wait. Yep, there we go. Guess who our best speaker? Yeah, drang. Yeah, congratulations for Toastmaster Saras as the most favorite prepared speakers. Congratulations. Moving to the table topic speakers, it goes to soon to be Toastmaster Yosaki. Congratulations. And lastly, for the evaluator, I know who will come out as the winner. Yeah, with the congratulations as the most favorite evaluator. Yeah, congratulations for all of you. Yeah, that's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Reza. Hand over to you. Is Toastmaster Reza there?
He left already, Hatia.
Oh, he left. Okay, maybe hand over to just direct to our Madam President.
Yay! Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hatea as the PPP, aka also GE and ballot counter today. Whoa, such a triple work you do. You have done very well. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. I just have a short announcement for you that thank you so much for guests and the member already enjoying the meeting today. And we will meet again in the next 2 weeks. Let me share the screen. In the next 2 weeks, in the 3rd of August. And this is I want to share and promote our Vice President of membership. Sorry, slip tongue. Toastmaster Yuleka is the one who helping all the guests to be Toastmaster to be the member of SSL Toastmaster Club. This is her WhatsApp contact, email, and also we have the email from Essential Toastmaster itself, official email, and Instagram as well. Please join them. And yeah, I will see you again in the next 2 weeks, 3rd of August. So please coming here. I hope if you're still member, you come back here as a member already. So it's easier for you to have a practice more about the Toastmaster, about the public speaking skill, communication, and also negotiation, right? And if you want to have a feedback directly from our club, please contact me. I will share my WhatsApp contact here and also my email. If you want to proceed yourself to be a membership, just go to me directly. And also this is a special announcement that everyone needs to know, that Toastmaster International decided to raise up the tuition fee next October this year. So starting August, they're going to raise up to $90 for each member. So please, if you are interested to continue the membership in Toastmaster, please transfer it to Toastmaster International through our treasurer, Bendahara, before the 1st of August. That's the official announcements that Toastmaster give to every members in this world. They raised up from $45 to $60 before, but early bird, when you pay it before August, you still can pay $45. When you start to pay it after 1st August, it's going to be $60 to next 6 months, which is from October 2023 to at March, the end of the March 2024, and so on for the years ahead. That's a really important. Every member needs to know. And if you need some things to pay it secara cicilan, so please contact our treasurers or VPM or myself, so we can talk about this more. Right, that's the important things that I need to deliver. I think I have all done. So anyone here wanted to share visiting Toastmaster here? So do we have still Toastmaster? Debbie's not here yet. Toastmaster Lutfi, do you? Toastmaster Lutfi, do you have any notes to share about your club?
Yes. Actually, Lipo Karawaci Toastmaster will be hold the meeting on August 8th, and that will be the first. We will hold the hybrid meeting again, so it will be nice if our meeting crowded by essentialness or another visitor. So I will write the
What time?
Instagram account of Lipo Karawaci Toastmaster, so you can see the update information of our club.
All right, thank you. I will share the detail of your meeting to our members on. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Anything else to
Thank
share?
you.
Nothing? Oh yeah, next week, next 2 week, we are going to announce also the new ESCOs for Toastmaster, Essential Toastmaster specifically. Yay! Who is going to be the next president, next PPE, next PPPR, next treasurer, next secretary, and also next FAS. So from that we have the new leadership team in our club. And so that's all the clubs in the world, I guess. Right, thank you so much. And I love to share this recording by tomorrow or next on the weekend. I suppose if I guess I can make it a fast since I still have a holiday. So I will share the recording. Please check our YouTube channel so you can see yourself through the recording. Yes, thank you so much and have a good night. Have a good rest for everyone. By clapping 3 times, I close the meeting. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Have a nice week.